fellow Sierra Leoneans, this na Dr. Sylvia Blyden, and today, Sunday, June 12th, 2022. This na my 74th audio in my ongoing series of address to the people of Sierra Leone. We go call them audio number 074. Inside today's audio, na myself I can talk about. Yesterday, I released a photograph which is 22 years old, and a photograph where I'm in take when I was 28 years of age. That is 22 years ago. And at that point, 22 years ago, in the year 2000, I already don't own my own business inside the United States of America. Not just a small business, but by that 10 day, get business, we get operations inside more than one country, several countries as a matter of fact. And my headquarters of my business, inside Washington, D.C., the capital city of the United States of America. I was an African woman running a successful corporation inside the United States of America in the capital city, Washington, D.C. at the age of 28. Get white people, they work for me on consultancies. I hire them how I want, employ them how I want, send them on assignment how I want, white Americans. And I was very successful. Today, I spend this audio for telling us some more about me and how at the age of 28, I reach who I reach. The reason why they do not just for giving a better perspective as against a lot of the nasty things they want to hear and they talk about me and who I am. This could make one understand me better. I'm a very humble person a lot of times, and I can tell people them about the successes they want to get, the people they want to work with in this world, and can just decide not for talk them. But lately, I see what we can call the jihadists of the APC party. Then they go on full flow for demonize me. And then, so today, I can talk a little bit about myself. But before I talk about myself, there's something I want to talk about the country today. And that's got to do with a show of statesmanship and a show of political tolerance which happened at this country last month. We will not pick up on them, we not highlight them, we not praise them as much as we may supposed for praise them. A fine for the flag where negative things then can happen, criticize them, publicize the criticism, so that name and shame people them, so that we can learn lessons from the negative thing and they, so that they don't go happen again. But something else they will for also learn for do as a nation. Let me learn for also the flag and highlight when something positive can be, something positive we can learn from, something positive we can build on, something positive will help we for elevate we country in democracy and other development strides. And one of them I want to talk about what happened last month, where unfortunately we not get the publicity where it deserve as a nation. We not flag them. We not tell the world about them. So, for example, the United Nations not know about them, or they're not aware about them. The European Union, the American Embassy, the British High Commission, they're not aware as much as they're supposed for aware of this thing that happened last month and how it show a potential for this country for able to come together on we own and resolve issues. What am I talking about? I did talk about something that happened at Tonkolili constituency 056 last month. Constituency 056 na did get by elections inside this month. And it don't then at the news for the last 5 days, at least, for very, very ugly and negative reasons from June 7th. But the reason why I make it then at the news na negative things, political intolerance, political violence, negativity. But something happened last month na that same constituency day where it shows that Sierra Leoneans, we really can able tolerate ourselves. We really can able find solutions amongst ourselves. And we really get people them who get the potential for lead this country if only we all can come together and help for make sure say we country be led in various sectors, which are the talk about. Now, inside this country, whenever we can get elections, for avoid kuskas and two political parties, then they meet up, the National Electoral Commission can always make sure say, then pull what they call campaign timetable. And every political party, they get in on day where it's supposed for campaign. So if not two political parties, they campaign, then they alternate the days them. If this one campaign on Sunday, the other one go campaign on Monday, then this one will come back and campaign on Tuesday, and so on and so forth, alternate days. And that is exactly what happened for constituency 056 na Tonkolili, outside this whole confusion day. The Electoral Commission pulled campaign timetable and they start the campaign timetable. The APC for start for campaign, then can normally ballot as soon as they start. On the Sunday, the 22nd of May, Monday, the 23rd of May, SLPP, Tuesday, the 24th of May, APC, Wednesday, the 25th of May, SLPP, Thursday, the 26th of May, APC, and so on and so forth. But let's tell you now something will happen. Previous to the Electoral Commission issuing that campaign calendar day, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone will also happen for be the leader of the SLPP. He may don't already get in diary where they may don't set for him. Say Tuesday the 24th of May, the presidential diary may don't already set. Say if we go inside that same constituency, the constituency 56 na Tonkolili, for go do a program for pay surface rent and profits margin, sales profit margin money to the people them, the beneficiary them of a mining company where they operate inside that constituency 056 day. So the president, long before the Electoral Commission come out with the campaign calendar, the president in your calendar may don't already show, say May 24, if we go inside that constituency day, Fereng Baya, outside the mining company day, for go give money to the chiefdoms them, where they use their land for mine. And then chief them and then they inside that constituency, they win at constituency 56. But that day they were then at the president in diary, May 24, now the same day where the Electoral Commission don't get to APC now, saying that APC now then for campaign inside that place day, May 24. May people now listen carefully. What did the president do? And this, I want for use the opportunity for commend the president. As SLPP leader, as the national leader of the SLPP, he realized, say, if he go inside there on the day where APC supposed for campaign, and when president they move it in soldier, police, and I know the leader of the SLPP, when are the rivals to the APC for that election day na Tonkolili. The president realized, say, oh, my diary they should say Tuesday the 24th, I suppose for day inside constituency 56 na Tonkolili for go give money, because if for go nine they go do the formal handing over of this cash. And I mean big development, very nice. I think about 5 billion Leone, so now a huge project. What you then do? Then reach out to the APC and then beg the APC, say, dear, all things don't set. The waitman then all don't come for this project on Tuesday the 24th with the president. The president in diary not able to change. Then beg the APC now. The PPRC get involved. The SLPP and the APC then get dialogue. They agree amongst themselves for make the APC and the SLPP then swap them dates, then change the dates with them for campaign. So APC women get Tuesday the 24th, then swap with SLPP. So APC now get Wednesday the 25th, then SLPP go up now, then get Tuesday the 24th. No Waitman, no United Nations, no British High Commission, no UN, no US, no European Union. Nobody was involved in this. This was just SLPP and APC showing understanding to themselves that the head of state need for go hand over this money on a date when an APC for campaign. Now, the president may for say, he not give a damn. I dey go there with me soldier man them, I dey go there with me police. Elect na APC then they for campaign, I dey go there still. But he get the statesmanship for no say no. This immorally wrong. It show political intolerance. And he go send the wrong signals out if I go inside APC for purpose of the campaign that day. I go inside there. And me na the SLPP leader. So the SLPP leader when at the president, he realized say no, I can't go in on a day when I APC the campaign. So they are on go beg APC for me, make APC then change and dates, let them go the next day, we can now this day. Now APC then self show real political tolerance and understanding. And they agree, then change the date. So APC now go to Wednesday and SLPP go to Tuesday. So the president enter inside constituency 56 na Tonkolili. He enter inside the then chiefdoms, then they all. He enter as SLPP leader, who is also the president of Sierra Leone, on a day where first them in to APC for campaign, but APC willingly say we go check the other day. SLPP una brother them. If una so na want this day, una take this day. We will take una on day now. So we end up now they get SLPP get campaign day 23, 24. APC get campaign day 25, 26. These na Sierra Leoneans then to themselves solve themselves own problems without any waitman come in. Now, una might take and say na a small development, but to me na a very big development. we as a nation, we supposed to flag them, raise them high for show say APC in the midst of all the tensions between APC and SLPP. When it comes for show understanding to the president and the SLPP for something when we already then at the SLPP then diary, the APC say we go agree. For una sake, una don't ask. We the shift we on campaign day. Una can take we on day, we go take on our own day. Now, Sierra Leoneans, and this they show a level of political tolerance. Nobody not force the APC. Oh. If the APC means say no, they not agree. They not agree. But no, nobody not force them. They very willingly, they agree for switch dates. And my people, these are some of the things they will be proud of as a nation. I use the opportunity for say thank you to President MAADA Bill for where you get the foresight for no say. It's supposed for reach out and beg APC then say, dear, let not go inside the time when na una own day for campaign. Because me na the SLPP leader, even though me na president, even though I get power, if I want to go there, I can still go there. But at least make a big una, that una shift the date. And I also go commend the APC. Because the APC campaign manager, the APC TONKOLILI'S team, they all agree. These are some of the things they will for the build on as a nation for sure. Say we get the potential for solve we own internal crises, misunderstandings, confusions we can do amongst ourselves. If only we can be genuine to one another. And make I just end now by calling on Mr. President for make it impart the same leadership skills inside your team. The people the way they inside your team, from your vice president to your ministers, can write down. You need for talk to them the same way. Like how you may able for no say you got for reach out to the APC, make the APC then give you chance for that day. Don't not change the dates. Your vice president, your ministers, all of them, you need for teach them. You need for teach them. You need for lecture them. You need for talk to them how for be statesmen. How for be statespeople, how for show leadership, how for know what is morally wrong from what is morally right. I mean, I'm not going into much details, but I will just end at this point for say the act of the president for reach out to the APC, say let them change their dates so that no confusion will be between in the president and the APC on the day where the APC for campaign. That act was good. And the acts of the APC for show understanding and say, okay, Mr. President, you may not plan this thing for go do this developmental project. We self not want any clash, so we will change the dates and so then swap the dates. That's a statesmanship. That's tolerance on the part of the APC and the SLPP. But Mr. President, you need for talk to your people them. You need for talk to your vice president. You need for talk to your ministers. You need for talk to them, make them understand. Say, in as much as they get power and then get the right for exercise them power, they also supposed for know what's morally wrong, what's ethically wrong, and waiting they send a very bad signal out. The day when are the day for the APC for campaign, it's not good for any SLPP person for the around that precinct today with full armed contingent. It's not good. I will end this particular point. But once again, as Sierra Leoneans, Lord defending things the way they unite we. Lord defending things the way we able to raise the flag up high and be proud of we nation. This particular thing will be last month. We say APC and SLPP may able to find a common ground without any international community intervention. That's something we will be proud of. That's something where they show say we get the potential as a nation for come together and solve crises and solve obstacles. Let this be a lesson that we can do it as a nation. SLPP and APC can come together. We get the potential for doing, and we should be able to do it. It was done last month, and we can do it. Now, if I don't reach yonder, make it look like I don't actually spend like 20 minutes on this particular issue. So last start of, I probably not go done inside this audio, but make I start off for talk about myself a little bit, because there is so much negative lies out there. And whilst I no want for react to anybody, because I no want for give the person the pleasure, say that the person make a react for anything, it also good let people they actually know who I am, what I have done in this country, what I have done for this country called Sierra Leone, and what I've done in other countries also. So make I go now like a quick summary first of all. I'm already telling her, say, graduated my second medical degree, the one entitled me to be called doctor for the rest of my life. I graduated with them in 1996, the first medical degree in 1993, second medical degree in 1996. Then I flew to America, the same 1996, for go take my American exams for be a medical doctor license in America. There are 3 exams you got to take. You got to take the basic medical, you got to take the clinicals, and then you got to take the clinical skills assessment. And I went in the real patients for examining them. Now I took all these 3 exams and I passed them all with flying colors, with very, very good results in America. And then I got my license in America. So I'm recognized as a medical doctor in America. But in the process also, because of blessing, because of the way I can tend for belief, say I made a lot of sacrifices for Sierra Leone. I made a lot of sacrifices on a national level for help people them at a tender age when there was a lack of leadership. I was able to show leadership, where some of them I will learn later with time. I believe saying I may God bless me. And in the year 2000, in fact, starting from the year late 99, by the year 2000, I was now very successful. I was the chief executive officer for my own company in Washington, D.C. And this is not a company where I had friends who were Nigerians who were in exile. And that made me they started the study from a medical boards. That made me do a lot of then work for them, a lot. Computer work, a lot. I'm not able to talk all night so today. And these people, when democracy returned to Nigeria, they went back home and they contested elections and they became governors, they became speakers, they became representatives, they became senators, many of them. These are people who were in exile with me in America. And they were able to help me to set up a company, in fact, a Nigerian law firm. I float the corporation for me first, the first corporation, a company, meaning westafrica.net. Very successful company. And at that time, I had skills in computers and internet where it was the turn of the century. A lot of people don't get them. How I getting skills there? That means myself teach myself. When I can go study for my medical boards, I can in a library, I just begin to teach myself a lot of computer skills, download lots of software, and I just became a website expert, internet expert in a lot of things them on my own. I mean, I teach myself everything I know about computers and internet. And they use this skill set them what I get for help a lot of Nigerians, the women they in exile that day. A lot of them now, they see they very, very powerful people in Nigeria. These people know me on a one-to-one basis. Very powerful people in Nigeria. They know me on a one-to-one basis because maybe they do them typing for them, and maybe they do a lot of them computer issues, working commot classes in Washington, D.C. I can come over to outside the headquarters. They call it NADECO, National Democratic Coalition. So the headquarters from NADECO, they know all these Nigerian big guys in exile and don't know me now for use computing, how for do a lot of work. Then we get secret radio station where they can broadcast against Abacha from Nigeria. And making they do a lot of the typing and converting it into the audio format and then put it on the server for broadcast through the satellite. So all of this, they do free of charge. I wasn't ever charging them. So when they went back and they became these very powerful people, they said, what do we do for Sylvia? And one of the things was when I set up my company, westafrica.net, I started getting a lot of contracts from them. And I became very successful. I had my own office. I had my own enterprise. I was very successful. Spent a lot of time flying out of Washington, D.C. for to do a lot of consultancies in Nigeria. Now, how did I get to the Gambia? Because lately, I don't see a lot of propaganda about me in the Gambia, about, Sylvia Blyden rebel them, a rebel in Gambia. So tonight, I can tell you how I reach the Gambia and how I work for President Yahya Jammeh. It's important for una to know. Then, when una listen the real story, una go now compare them with all them dog them. Then I can call Anes by Kroma and Poppy them. Like you get one way day with an McKinney day, when they call Evangelist Samson. Then Daisy and I pull one photo where he share all over social media of some kind of woman. You see now Sylvia Blyden that one day. So of course I not answer or say anything because it's like I know who I am, and no say why then they go out of their way for demonize me, because then they afraid the natural popularity where God give me. This me popularity what I get, the love where the people of Sierra Leone then get for me, not to something what I pay for. I not buy them, a blessing that God give me them. Now, because I know they spend money for make people then like me, the natural love people then get for me, then they panic me. They no say I want to be president one day. They're not sure when. So there's always the panic about what does she want to do. So since then, afraid, say I might get 2023 ambitions, now that make you see the entire group of them, whatever faction it is, whether it's the Samsumana faction, whether it's the Anes by Kroma faction, whether it's the jihadist faction, whosoever, no more, you see this group of people, they are panicky about me. They don't know what I am up to. They don't know what I want to do. And they also know I have powerful friends. So that is why then they go out of their way for be so coming out with all these lies, because if you watch the amount of way they can lie, the amount of time that they spend on Sylvia, the amount of energy where they spend for demonize me, you will hear that puppy dog in Holland every week. It must talk about Sylvia, something negative, It will talk something we all know, say most likely na Anes by Kroma and wife, most likely now you go get that kind of disease day. You go hear him, you go they talk about Sylvia Blyden, that's so it day, we all know say most likely na Anes by Kroma and wife, now you get that kind of disease condition day. But why these persistent attacks on Sylvia? When una can hear the truth now, una go judge for una self and know say there is something behind the reason why then they lie for me so much. Today they go lie me not to doctor, they go lie me na RUF, they go lie on a rebel business can me go na Gambia. So today let's talk about me and how I reached na the Gambia. It's very interesting how it all happened. As I don't tell now, I had my own company, very successful. Was located in Washington, D.C., in the posh part of Washington, D.C. One day, I go buy fuel in a petrol station in America. Then they fill up my motor in tank. Just across, I see this young man who is very familiar. He came to me. He said, "Hey, Auntie Sylvia." So I look at him and I will figure out. He said, "You don't remember me?" I could not remember him. He said, "Me, Daddy Benjamin. So then I realized that John Benjamin's son, we many years I not see him. Now he say, in fact, he said, Daddy, they come next week. He say, we other brother junior, they graduate. This was in the year 2000, around April, May 2000. He said that we other brother junior, they graduate, so Daddy, they come for the graduation. I said, okay, because I don't see John Benjamin. I give in the Daddy Ben my phone number. When John Benjamin came for his son in graduation America Day, he called me on the phone. So I invited him to my office in Washington, D.C. He came to my office. Imagine I was 28 years of age. He came, that's why they call it, because he saw my office set up. He never believe. He said, Mommy, really get this office? I said, yes, this is my office. I get secretary, I get people that work for me. I mean, they share the office with a law firm. So it was a very distinguished office. So I begin to have my portfolio. My clients, they want to get, most of them are Nigeria. I begin to. So it was impressed. And he said, I need this kind of service in a salon. Because that in a nobody in the entire salon, nobody in a salon, not means about websites and a lot of things to do with internet. They don't know how for them. He said, I didn't get this in company AITH. You go find the car, they go train, because I showed my portfolio. I mean, they train a lot of companies in Nigeria, a lot of people there. He said, go find for them. Now I said, me not they go salon. This was in the year 2000. Because that's in the salon in the under state of emergency. And President Kaba was the president. SLPP was then in charge. I said, me not the match me foot in salon, because I not go one go, outside state of emergency day. When I ready for left, then say you need permission for left. Then say, no, we're not give you permission. That was still in Freetown. I said, so I'm not going to Freetown. I said, but I ready for train any of you staff them where you want me for train in a lot of my skill sets they will get, but not in Freetown. So then we arranged for John Benjamin for bring in staff then Kana Banjul, the Gambia. This was in the year 2000. I say any time where I get a contract for going down to Nigeria, for going to any training, because you're not going to afford, because I was charging a lot of money for training Nigerians then. I say you're not going to afford me for make a fly for Kamna Banjul. I said, but anytime I come down to Nigeria for doing any training, I go fly from Nigeria, come Banjul, and then you can bring your staff, then come. So this is how I get a contract with one of the top states legislature in Nigeria. They give me a contract, I fly go there, do the training, and then I flew to the Gambia, and John Benjamin flew two of his staff, him in the Freetown, but he fly the two staff then for come meet me in Banjul, the Gambia. The two staff that they call the name, the one, now they work right now in the World Bank, now are the head of the entire World Bank operation, ICT operations for West and Central Africa, and then Sidris Benkakoka. The other one was Dawzi Masale. He may later enter politics, but it's the late Dawzi Masale, he don't die. So John Benjamin fly, then two staff then they, me come out train. In fact, I can even tell you that the name of the people, the person who I'm in train, the person who give me the contract, now he just take second place so na Nigeria, then presidential APC elections, Rotimi Amaechi. He was then the speaker of the River State government. So River State government and then give me the contract. So when I done for train them, now fly straight from Port Harcourt. I fly come Banjul for can train Sidris Benkakoka and Dawzi Masale. That's the first time I went to the Gambia for go do this training. But something interesting happened. When I come out of my house in America, the taxi will drive me go to airport. The driver, they ask me, say, where are you going to? I say, I go to Nigeria and Gambia. I say, he said the former ambassador to the Gambia, former Gambian ambassador to America, na in Paddy, na they all mean the Howard University. He said, don't tell, not say. I say, but he writes the man in name and in telephone number. He give me on a piece of paper. I said, dear, if you reach Gambia, call him for me, tell him Adu. Say, in Paddy, they tell him Adu. Very unique. The taxi driver and the driver was well educated. He made their own taxi on a part-time basis. But God me want for make that taxi day, now for drive me go to airport. So he give me this piece of paper, I put it on my purse. When I fly go inside the Gambia, I go train Sidris, I train Dowsy them. I mean, then at the Gambia, I think I trained them for about 10 days in website development, managing emails, creating email addresses, a lot of things. Let me train them and lots and lots of ICT things in the Gambia because I say me not the go salon. So they flew them direct from Sierra Leone for take training in the Gambia. So I trained them on the day. Well, I don't train them though. I was quite satisfied that CDs don't land, that was the Masale don't land. On the day I for fly go back to America, I they pack me purse, now in this paper just drop out. Now I say, oh, I see the person named Tombong Sedi. So just out of that, I just called the number and introduced myself. I say, oh, you had a friend. We say, I say, oh yes, my friend. So what's there? I tell on the hotel. He say, oh, they come over right away. So whilst me and they talk, now I say, right now in the head of the Gambia Radio and Television Service, in the Director General, Tombong Sedi. So he say, okay, in the kind of the hotel, who's are they? So whilst I wait for him, for come, he say, oh, just can't get a drink and talk. Whilst I wait for him for come, I go check the GRTS, the Gambia Radio and Television Service, then website. I just curious, I just like check them. So when I check, I can't find out, say, there's a major error on their website. Then they try for do broadcast. I go to the back end, I find out, say, they're not able to do them. So when Tombong said he can meet me at the hotel, I'm going to tell him, I say, I see on our website when they try for the broadcast. And I say, yes, then they struggle on them. They say the company Quantum Net, where they do them for them, they know the struggle. So I say, I know what to do. I say, I don't suicide the error there. I say, I can fix it up for you even tonight. So it was like shock. He said, because first of all, a woman, young lady, he said, they're not there almost months and they try for do this broadcast, they're not able. I say, yeah, I can fix it. Right there and then with the red drink, me and Tombong City. Right there and then I download the entire GRTS, the website. I use modem. I upload afresh, gonna me own servers na Washington DC. I fix the error there, right there and then at the hotel na Gambia, and I broadcast the video for them. That's what they call it. Assurance it can be done. So that same day, now I call the person women get Quantum Net. I call the guy named Mohamed Jah. Now I get this QCell mobile phone company. So I call QCell then. I say I don't mind. I say I can assist them for show them how to fix up the error. So I show them how to fix up the error, the code where they do wrong, how to get and correct it done. Quantum Net may get some people. Then this Dr. Fatou Taki husband, they takis them. So I can go for train them. That same even 10 day. The next day, so I give me card to Tombong Sedi, I give me card to the Quantum Net guy. The next day I fly go back to America. Now in America a day, after a few weeks, I just received an email one day from Tombong Sedi. He said the government of the Gambia gets serious issues with the internet, communications, public relations, and he looked me card. That is exactly what I do, and that was what I do. He said if me go able to assist the president of the Gambia for. No, I say sure. I say I can do consultancy. I'll go evaluate, see what's on our needs. And I say, so I just sent someone to buy me air ticket, and this is what I take as per diem, and this is what I take as fee. So I said, okay. So then buy me ticket and send a few amount of money for me for go down. So that is how I went to the Gambia. Consult with the president, meet with him, discuss with him, find out what he need. And then I tell him, I go send, because I get one white guy when I can send for them long-term contract and they, because me not able the one game place. So I said, I'll send this white guy, let the guy can do the consultancy for him for a period of 3 to 4 weeks, because I evaluate what he need for training staff them. So the president, Jammeh said, no. Now me in want for do the training. Now I say, you're not going to afford. Because they charge that in the, I said, there's no way you'll be able to afford for me for staying at the Gambia for 4 weeks. You cannot afford it. Now he say, how much did it cost? So I called the amount for keeping at the Gambia for 4 weeks, knowing that there is no way he can afford it. As I called the amount, now he put the hand inside in Agbadan, I mean on white Agbadan, now he pull the money, cash, $10,000 there. That's why he begin putting at the table. The exact amount I say I want, now he put it at the table. So that is how I did the first 4 weeks contract for President Yahya Jammeh. I did a fantastic job for training staff then at State House, get some youths then, bring them on board, train them how to use the internet, how to do a lot of public relations. And then after 4 weeks, he renewed my contract now on a long-term basis. And they now, first of all, I was only answerable to Yahya Jammeh, nobody else, just to the president of the Gambia. And he don't employ me as a Sierra Leonean, he employed me straight from America, straight from the United States of America as chief executive officer of my own company. So I worked in the Gambia as a highly trained professional, high professional, as a chief executive, highly paid. I don't go Gambia as any type of refugee. I went to the Gambia for work for Yahya Jammeh as a highly paid consultant. He reached a stage now the Gambia way, because first initially I'm in the lodge working in Canada, the hotels, a Kairaba Beach Hotel. He reached a stage now, they rented a ministerial quarters from a gated compound. Now they are maintained at the Gambia. So all this trash when they tell una about pull picture about all this, I mean rebel, he come out, he escape from rebel, he go to the Gambia, na failure, a trash. I went to Gambia, highly paid consultant from the United States of America, from my company. In fact, my company, I mean the leading company that turned the WestAfrica.net, because this was the turn of the century. They charge any amount of money for websites and internet consultant, they pay, because nobody had the skill set how to do it. So I talk this tonight for me to understand better. That photo when they go and show na that rubbish out me, then a bush me, all that nonsense. This na for demonize me, make una begin see me like some funny person. At the age of 28, I was chief executive officer for my own company. I was consulting, providing website and internet consultancy services for governments in West Africa, not just the Gambia. The Gambia now became like a second home to me for strategic reasons. I will talk more about that, political and strategic reasons. But I went to the Gambia. I was so influential in the Gambia. When the president of the Gambia and the vice president of the Gambia, if they get issues, the mommy, the vice president, if they call me, he confide in me, say, do you go talk to the president for me? That was my status in the Gambia. So let nobody not begin tell una all them trash then they una give any credence to them. This is a Sierra Leonean woman who is blessed. I don't get success stories them. Imagine in the United States of America, right in the capital city of America at the age of 28 years, I had my own company, my own corporation, registered in my name, owned by me, working for governments across the world. Me not too small fish by any stretch of the imagination. I have reached heights, and I have even more heights to go to. So all waiting they tell una that because then they scared me potential. They know who I am, they know what I am, and they want you to be scared. They want you to not take me with seriousness. They want you to see me as somebody where they don't so demonize. So now the task now on una for ask una self. So with all waiting Sylvia they explained here so. At the age of 28, she was this successful. She was managing this type of huge corporation, employing white people to work for her, sending white people to be consultants for her, signing contracts with governments across West Africa. How does that equate to the image when they try to give about me? It doesn't equate. So the question to be asked is, why then they demonize me to una? And the answer is simple. Because they know who I am, they know what I am, and they know the potential that I have. When I go eventually team up, say I want to be president of Sierra Leone. What thing they don't know is when I want for do am, that's the panic them. But I want to now continue, get faith in me, and just ignore all the rants but when they talk about me. Now when I know the truth about how I go to the Gambia, and I had such an influence in the Gambia on so many people. Up till today, when I go to the Gambia, up till today, I have so many friends in powerful places. Up till today, 20 years later, up till today, because of the influence that I had people I mentored in the Gambia. I had people who I saw potentials in them and I identified them, brought them near me, mentored them and saw that they have potentials in them. So please, una not allow them for mislead una. Sylvia Blyden is one of the greatest women ever produced on the shores of Sierra Leone. Yes, that's what I say. So I will end tonight's broadcast by playing the music. Iron Lady. Let God bless we all. Amen.
Current music.
You're the hero for Saloon. Mama, we give you big salute. We the youth and gladdy. The way they talk for we, mama, papa happy. The way they fight for we, making no follow them all. They want make you laugh, not listen them all. Just make like you deaf. Some man a comedian, he want for make like a bolo. He like the cause of talk, Sylvia Blyden, not listen them. Mama walk like a hero.
Sylvia Blyden. Power. Are you a lady? The woman among women. Are you a lady? The hero for Salon. Are you a lady? Sylvia Blyden. Are you a lady? The Mamina Power. Are you a lady? The woman among women. Are you a lady? The hero for Salon. Are you a lady?
The mommy they see man and they see they will see they no one for talk am. Instead they go send one bobo for take for cover and begin focus am. If I continue now do say, Bola it alive but nobody no go stop am. We the youths they were conscious today. I swear to me God we don't ready for support am. Sylvia Blyden, mama walk like a hero. Everybody sign you. Even the international world they don't talk. I say they always they be you.
When I'm from Guinea, anyone will custom. Well, I hit the light. Don't me go to with the custom. The one way they send you. Oh, yeah, left a come. You go see where we the bottom. Mama Silva, do you walk like a hero? Show me you man. Sylvia Blyden. Are you a lady? The Mamina Power. Are you a lady? The woman among women. Are you a lady? The hero for Salon. Are you a lady? Sylvia Blyden. Are you a lady? The Mamina Power. Are you a lady? The woman among women. Are you a lady? The hero for Salon.
Young angel, hey yaso. Ade wait ba. Not to mama be born you. All them you cause woman. For say this goodness you mama no be warn you. Who stem you go land? Hey, all kinds talk now you they face am. Silver this, silver that. For this constitution we all go trace am. Oh, don't fence ba unu. But cause silver get kabudu. Hey. Man they no say wait them be right in bad na it make the yak. But silver na virus, it don't expand the leg, results na neck. And see the mommy don't warn you, if you not left you go talk all team. Oh you sabi the mommy, where invex in the press button.
Sylvia Blyden. Are you a lady? The Mamina Power. Are you a lady? The woman among women. Are you a lady? The hero for Salon. Are you a lady? Sylvia Blyden. Are you a lady? The Mamina Power. Abanga boko ngeme kanenu. Oye makaram dofla APC tagbontonenu. Batasane mi digengo watanisanenu. Zanna leran kambo takomanemu. Top of tant of one dasa sonkonemu. Mami Sylvia mamu yema dofla. Agota popange samon keramba tamro. Ataka diara mu tamang babka chimro. Tamo fino manto foboko tomo fofosu. Goko sudo di bito koye mane. O asopatane sopa ne semarane. Atelu chosane afade masakane. O atjen tant of joy matangane. O yema kamanto falip so de kashimane. Obo back mon kara o back na pane. Tasa fofot shing alo mantorane. O yema kamante yo yo pomanu pepi yo ko basa o bitane nu.
Sylvia Blyden, are you lady? The man in a power. Are you lady? The woman among women. Are you lady? The hero for salon. Are you lady? Sylvia Blyden, are you lady? The man in a power. Are you lady? The woman among women. Are you lady? The hero for salon.